for you? Perfect. So here we are for All About Eyes. I'm going to jump into our first look tonight, which is the daytime look. So I'm going to jump in and show you guys a really quick, fun eye look. And remember, you can use any eyeshadows with this. I'm going to show you some different colors you can use, but you can use any eyeshadows. You can also, any palettes, anything like that. I'm going to show you with the line motives, which I'll talk about in a second, the palette that we're going to be using. I'm going to have started out, and you can end it at any point, but I'm going to add a couple extra steps on, but feel free to take it as far as you want or as little as you want. For you guys, I really just want you guys to really just take bits and pieces of this. You might, I guess for me, when I go to take a educational class or a hair class or makeup class, I go and there's so much being taught, right? But there's just once in a while little things that you take away, and if you can implement one or two of the things that we're talking about tonight, that's awesome. And then, you know, down the road, you can implement a couple more, or, you know, you want to learn how to contour, bronze, or whatever that is. You can just add it on little by little. That's what we're about. That's what I love, is that we can just take little bits and pieces and really just all put it together at the end. But just do what you feel comfortable with and work with the color shades you feel comfortable with. I know there was tons of people that I put in when you registered that you had to answer like what you guys are looking to get out of tonight. And a lot of you guys just wanted some new techniques, just freshen it up, right? Maybe you were looking to know what colors go best with what eye colors, or what products to use, or how to apply eyeliner. So we're going to cover a little bit of all of that as well. So the line we're currently going to be using tonight, both I in Starstruck and Kari at Ecstatic Beauty both carry it. It's Motives Cosmetics. So Motives Cosmetics is a very high quality professional line. The thing that's different about it, I think when people ask me what makes Motives different, what is it different than going to Sephora or Ulta, you know, or where can I get it because I can never find it anywhere. And what makes Motives so different is that it's actually, the company does not manufacture it. We work with multiple different manufacturers to get the best of the products. So we're able to work with over 12 different, I think, manufacturers we have within the beauty industry. So we're getting the best foundation, the best mascara, the best eyeliner, the best lip color, whatever it is. And we're putting our exclusive name on it. Those formulas are exclusive to Motives Cosmetics. So that is truly what makes a difference. And I'm telling you guys, there's so many other companies that do so many things so well, but it's hard to do it all well. And when people come to me and they go, well, how can it all be good? And to be quite honest with you, I was kind of hesitant as well, because I've worked with tons of different lines. I was solely looking to bring something into my studio to be able to help all of my clients and customers. Instead of having them go running around to all these different stores and department stores and Ultas and Sephora's and all these things, I wanted them to be able to come to one place like my studio, or go to my site online and be able to shop, right? So that's where Motives came in for me as a professional. But for you guys are going to find, if you do try it, if you have already, if you have tried it, put some of your favorite things that are in the chat. That would be awesome. Or things you've tried or you want to try, whatever that looks like. But you're going to find that the quality is so high quality, but the price point is going to be a little bit lower than what you're going to find at Ulta's and Sephora's. It may be a little bit more than, you know, a drugstore, but you also have to think about how long it's going to last you, and how long, you know, a foundation when you buy it, or an eyeshadow palette, how long does it last? You know, and a lot of this stuff can last a very long time. Usually it'll expire before it even goes, you know, we finish it all off, you know, with the palettes and stuff like that, because there's so much there. But that's truly why I fell in love with Motives and why I love it so much. I can use it for the everyday woman, or I can use it on high-end fashion shoots and photo shoots and weddings and bridal, and it's going to last all day. So that's truly why I fell in love with it. I know Kari will say the same thing. She just started carrying it in her studio. She's been working with it for years, but opened her own and now is carrying it as well. So it's just fun. For me, I love teaming up with other beauty professionals and teaching them about the line and helping them implement it as well. So that's what I've done with Kari alongside her in her studio. And I love bringing up the beauty industry and working together. So that's kind of my background and why I chose to partner with this amazing company. So with that being said, I'm going to start doing my eye look. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is, I've already done foundation and eyebrows. I just use an eyebrow palette. It's just got a couple colors in there. I also use just a little bit of a pencil in there as well. I'm going to try to keep I'm looking at the chat, but looking over here, so hopefully I can keep attentive. I'm not good at doing both, so we'll see. The first thing I'm going to do is add an eye base. So why an eye base is so important is that it's going to smooth out any imperfections. It's going to make your eyelid one full shade. So it's going to get rid of any discoloration. It's also going to help with any creasing. And I know for me personally, I tend to have a little bit oilier skin. So I need to put the eye base on because by the end of the day, sometimes my eyelids are a little bit more oily, or they crease a little bit. So I want to add that in to help with that. It also is going to help the color of the pigment last longer. What's really nice about the Motives one is that it's not sticky or tacky. There's some other ones that are out there, maybe you've tried one, that it is kind of leaves a residue or it's sticky or the eyeshadow sticks to it. This is going to go on so smooth. It's almost like a buttery texture. So I'll show you guys. I'm just going to, these are all my studio products. So I'm putting them on palettes so I don't make, so I keep them sanitized as well. So I'm gonna just put this on my eye. So I'm using a little flat brush, concealer brush. You could use your finger. The thing with using your finger is I feel like you could add excess oils that don't need to be there on there. So I'm just going to put this all over. So, I mean, I'm using quite a bit. I used to not use quite as much, but I like to have it on and have it stay. So you can just barely see it. It's just got a little bit of color. You can just kind of, I probably used even too much more than I needed to, but I like to have it, have enough on there. So I'm just gonna do the other one here quick. I did put a little mascara on because I'm gonna put on false lashes for you guys. So I just wanted to put a little bit of mascara on as well. So we'll put this up here. Perfect, cool. Awesome, so it looks a little crazy, but I promise it'll get better. So the palette I'm gonna be using today is the Boss Babe palette. So if you haven't tried this, this is one of my favorite palettes by Motives, and it's gonna give you so many good options. It's gonna give you a lot of, all these are matte across the top and all these have shimmer on the bottom. So you're getting a lot for a good bang for your buck here, a lot of different colors and shades. So I'm gonna be implementing this rusty kind of pinky color here. There's a brown, blue, like a neutral brown, like a buttery cream color, and then some fun glitter shades. So this could be made into an eye look or a night look, a day look, whatever you wanna do. Today, what I'm gonna do is the day look, and I'm gonna be doing kind of a smoky eye, but with very light neutral colors. So I'm gonna show you how to do a smoky eye, but we're gonna change up the colors. And that's the whole thing about eye makeup, is that you can do a lot of fun different looks, and they could be the same look, but you're just using different colors. So just remember that. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to show you the brushes I'm using to you guys so you can kind of follow along. And I don't know if anybody's actually like doing makeup along with me or if you're just going to watch and do it later, but feel free to ask questions if you're in there. Hi, River. Hi. Oh, it's so fun to see everybody. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is take this big fluffy brush. If you don't have something similar, it's okay. I can show you kind of the reason why I'm using certain brushes. This one I like to use because I'm going to be applying the shadow all over the eye. Oh, Kari joined us. Hello. Perfect. Hi. So I'm just starting the day look. Perfect. So you can jump in. You look so cute.
Oh my God. I literally just got done working dang near a, I don't even know, 10-hour shift or whatever. I'm like delirious right now.
You have a client in your chair right now?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just starting the day look, which is perfect because then you can finish up it. You can introduce yourself and then start the night look.
Awesome.
Okay, so first I'm just gonna take this buttery color right in the corner here, which is Control. So I'm gonna take this bigger brush and I'm just gonna apply this all over my full eyelid. I like to set the eye base with just a little bit of color, like a nude color, just to kind of set it. So I'm gonna do that with the same over here. I do have a mirror on this side, so if I'm looking that way, that is why.
That's actually a really good idea, Jenny. I'm gonna go get a mirror myself because I don't have a mirror right now and I'm gonna literally be looking into the camera. I'll be right back.
Yes, absolutely. Perfect. All right, so I just put that all over. You can't mess it up. And you guys, what I love, like right now, a lot of us aren't leaving our house as much as we'd like to. So this is the time to try out all these fun things. And everything, you know, with wearing masks right now, everybody sees your eye. So it's fun to try out different colors, different tricks, all these things. The next thing I'm gonna do is use this fluffier brush, and I'm gonna go in with this color, which is Profit. It's like a light brown. And I'm gonna put this right in the crease. Now I get a lot of questions for people that, what if they have more hooded eyes, or what if they have a more of a deeper inset eyes or crease, what I recommend doing is go slightly above there so you can see it. And you can like close your eyes and then open them and kind of see where you're placing it. But just do it slightly above if you do have that issue. That's what I found works when I'm working on clients that way. That's what I have found works well. So I'm just gonna apply this. Hopefully you guys can see okay. And yes, everybody is muted that's on besides me and Kari. So you guys, we can't see you or hear you if you're wondering that at all. So I'm just gonna put this right in the crease. The nice thing about big fluffy brushes is when you wanna use a fluffy brush, you'll wanna use it for colors that you're blending out or you're diffusing. When you're using a darker color, you'll wanna go in with something a little bit smaller, and then you can always go back in with a bigger fluffy brush. Really, these two brushes are what I use quite often, is a bigger one and a smaller one. You can get away with doing a lot with those. Some people I've heard don't use any brushes, so whatever works for you guys, but that's what I would recommend. It's a easy investment, and if you buy good ones, these Motives ones are awesome. They last forever if you take care of them. So I'm just gonna pop that on there, and then I'm gonna go in and add in a shimmer on the lid. So I'm gonna do this Confident, which is like a pearly shimmer color. What I do like to use with shimmers is more of a flat brush like this. And when I use a shimmer color, I like to pat it on the eye so then it stays in place and it doesn't move quite as much. When you go in and you start moving it back and forth, it's gonna diffuse that glitter and kind of get it, it could move it around and make it not as glittery. So if you want that look, that's cool, you can use that, but this is just kind of setting it and I'm just patting it in there. And the cool thing is you can be done here. You can just add those colors and that's it. And that's what I'm saying is you guys take what you can, leave what you don't want, and just try different techniques. That's what this is about. And I'm sure I'm gonna learn new techniques from Kari when she goes. Because I always feel like I learn stuff from everybody. So I'm just gonna pat this on there. So I've just got some shimmer. I hope you guys, I'm close enough. You're way closer than me, but I can't get that close to mine. And the next thing I'm gonna actually go in with is this fun color, which I am obsessed with lately. It's this like rusty red. And I think it's like perfect for fall. It kind of has like a pinky, I don't wanna say red tone, but like a pinky rusty tone. And I'm just gonna go in with that smaller brush. I'm gonna add this in the crease and kind of smoke it out on the outer corner. So what's fun is that a smoky eye, usually you think of, okay, well, it's gonna be a nighttime look or use darker colors. You can do a smoky eye technique with any color you want. So I'm just gonna start in that crease there, or the outer corner, I should say, and just bring it up. It is weird looking in the camera doing this. I'm not a YouTuber at all, but hopefully it looks okay for you guys. So I'm just gonna put it in the outer corner and then just gonna swoop it over. Then once I get there, I can go back in and blend it with the big brush. So if you feel like it's not quite where you want it, you can go back in and just kind of buff out those rough edges. No, I'm using my mirror and I'm far away from that too, so that. Kari, can you see the chat too? If you click chat.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. If I'm missing anything, I don't think I am, but.
Aw, thank you for whoever said, Kari, you are adorable. I just saw that now.
Oh.
Thank you.
There's like quite a few people on here.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Fun. I didn't think we were that interesting, but maybe we
I
are.
know, right? I guess we're pretty cool.
All right, so went in with that. So just, I mean, this is just very light, very neutral, very fun. You could wear, if you don't wear eyeshadow normally, do this look for at night. You don't have to use bold, bright colors. But if you want to use more of the deeper colors, if you do this kind of stuff during the day, then use the deeper ones at night and play around with it. Oh my gosh, we have somebody on from St. Lucia. Lydia, and that's wonderful, awesome. I don't know what time it is by you, but that's probably way different time zone than us. So welcome
yeah.
to Wisconsin is where we are. So welcome, welcome. That's so exciting.
Aw.
8:51.
Huh.
Okay, so I don't know. Do you have any tips on cleaning brushes? Yes, I will make a list of everything we're using and send it out to everybody that's on so you guys know what we all use. So don't worry about taking notes. I will send it all out to you. I have all your emails, so I will send it out that way. Do you have any tips on cleaning brushes, Kari? Do you want me to touch
I
on that?
mean, honestly, this is going to sound really bad, but I like to use dish soap. That's what I typically use, Dawn dish soap. Obviously warm water. Don't be afraid to obviously get the brush wet because you really got to get in there. Some people think just like a little swipe is enough, but there's so much built up like in those bristles from, you know,
Yep.
working.
I can add it into, I use a Snap heavy duty. It's all natural cleanser, I guess, for your like
Mhm.
that like
Yeah,
kitchen, I guess too. It's
yeah,
like it's a cleaning product that
yeah.
I use, but it's all natural and it's safe. Yeah, Snap dish soap. Yeah, so I can add that in there as well into the email. But
Mhm.
it's super gentle and it can be put on your face, and Dawn too. I mean, that's really what's going to clean it nice. The Cinema Secrets is a spray that you can buy as well at beauty supply stores or anywhere online, and it will do like a clean in between. So you want to clean them, once every week or every month, depending on how often you're using your brushes, and then you can go in between with those brush cleaner sprays as well.
Another tip I have too, when you're done cleaning the brush, make sure you store the brush upside down. I don't know why, but when I worked at Sephora, they always were on my butt about that. They're like, make sure I don't know, maybe because everything falls out that way, or if there's
Yeah,
like any
because I think it
water.
can like loosen the bristles and make it like
Yeah,
where the rest of it like can go
yeah,
bad, or maybe even
or
water
something.
can get in there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
don't want that.
But I'm going to put a little bit of eyeliner on, and because I'm doing a daytime look and a more softer look, I'm going to use a brush like this. You could use an angled brush like this, whatever works better. I'm going to spray with some setting spray. This is Motives 10 Years Younger. I'm just going to spray it and dampen it. You could use water. If you use a setting spray, it's going to last a little bit longer and create from any smudging. But anytime you're adding a liquid, it's just going to intensify the color. So I'm going to go in with this leader, which is this chocolatey brown color. And I'm going to apply this on the lower lid, like underneath, and then on the top as well. So I'm going to kind of go in underneath here and just add a little bit of soft shadow. What I like about using eyeshadows for eyeliner is they're very soft. They're very forgiving. You can always add more. I tend to do this a lot for bridal. I don't know about you, Kari, but
Yeah, I do.
I've gotten
Way
away from
easier to remove than a pencil.
yeah, I know. I think that's why, because it is more forgiving, and
Yeah,
people, if they decide they really want a bold eyeliner look, then I'll go in with a felt tip or liquid or something. But yeah,
yep.
it's easier.
Nope, I
Eyeliner,
hear
I feel
ya.
like, is a make it or break it for a lot of
Yep,
looks. So
definitely.
I'm just gonna go right above here and just do a very smudged eyeliner on the top. Like I said, you don't have to add this in, but just to give it a little bit more color up there on the top. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, which I forgot I had, which I love. So this is actually an eyeliner, but if you can see it, it's like a bear shade. So it's almost like a skin tone. So what I love to do with this one is actually add it to my waterline underneath, and it will like widen my eyes. So I'm gonna just go right in here and add this in. Right in here. You could even, if you want to be really daring, and add it like underneath up there. I've done that. I'm wearing contacts, though I already messed them up. I can feel it. But see how that just opens it up a little bit more underneath and then on this side. So this is something, I don't know, for people, if you're wanting more of that open eye look, if your eyes are a little bit more smaller and you just want them, to be more dramatic and bigger, then you can add that in, but that's something fun. You could use like a white eyeliner. This is Bare, which I really like because it's just that very like neutral, nude, light pink almost. That's in there, which is awesome. So yeah, this is pretty much like it for the eye look, if you can see. So it's nothing too crazy, but just easy. What I recommend when you're blending out colors, or when you're putting colors on and you don't feel like it's too dark or something, start with a little bit, and definitely with Motives when you use it. I don't know about other lines, but just start with a little bit and you can always add more. So just start with a little, and you can always apply more onto it. And these do tend to come with a lot of color, so you do only need a little bit. And as you get used to it, definitely with the blushes and bronzers, I struggle with eyeliner on the bottom eye smearing. Suggestions. What kind of eyeliner are you using, Kim? Is it like a pencil, a crayon, eyeshadow? I'm thinking if you're like, if you do the eyeshadow look like I just did, try spraying it with a setting spray because it'll set that, and then spray it after you're done too. And that'll set that eyeliner. I think it'll set any eyeliner really, but that would be good. Doesn't seem to matter what I use. Yeah, I would try setting spray and see if that helps and kind of set it. Even spray a brush, spray a little setting spray and do that. Sometimes I feel like I said before, you could even add some of that eye base underneath your eye a little bit to help it set there as well, and see if that helps. But I think that could definitely help too. So why don't, I'm gonna get my eyelashes ready, Kari, but do you want to introduce yourself and just kind of share a little bit about you and your new
Sure.
salon?
I just wanted to let Lacey know too. I'm looking at her. She
Oh,
left a comment. How do you choose the right lip shade that not only flatters your skin tone but also complements your eye look? For that, I like to, it's kind of hard to explain, but I like to kind of look at it like as a warm, neutral, and cool base. So basically, you know, if you're doing, you know, more of like a subtle eye, you can probably do like a deeper lip. I mean, there really is no rule. That's the problem. I think it's whatever you feel comfortable with. But as far as like matching it up to like your skin or your eye or even your hair, I would like look, you know, figure out, you know, if you're neutral toned, cool toned, or warm toned. Like if you have more of that olivey skin, that's going to be more warm. If you're more of like the pink, that's cool. And then the neutral is just kind of neutral, I guess. I don't really know.
yeah, one thing I heard somewhere, and I don't know how well this works, but do you look better in silver or gold jewelry?
Yes, that's another one.
And for me,
Yes.
I'm more in the neutral, so I actually can wear both. Like I'm like, well, I don't know. I feel like I wear both
Yep.
colors and it looks
That's how
fine.
I feel too.
So I feel like for some people that's an easy thing. Or what colors you wear, like what do you like? Like do you wear more of those fall tone colors? Or are you more in like the purples and blues?
Hmm.
What are you more drawn to? And then that'll help you pick what color, you know, what base colors you want to go with for like for lip colors or even other eye colors and stuff as well,
Right.
I think.
Yeah. No, and then another thing too, I also heard something about like if you look at your veins. I know it sounds really
Oh,
weird, but if you're more like green veined,
mhm.
I think, yeah, um, they say that that's more warm, warm tone.
Oh yeah, and then blue would be more,
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, green and olive tone skin too, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm just curling my eyelashes now. I
Yeah.
already put mascara on them, um, but I'm gonna add some false lashes. So I'm gonna try to bring you guys a
Awesome.
little closer. But if
Yes.
you, I'm just going to, so what I'm gonna do first, I'll do this and then I'll let her introduce herself too.
Sure.
But these are they're very natural lashes. I was gonna have Kari do hers, but she has lash extensions on, so those are even better. But these are just very natural lashes. And I'm using, these are actually the Modus lashes and we are discontinuing them, but they are on sale. So if you want them, I believe if you buy a bundle of 5 and you get 5 little mini glues, which this is the best glue I've ever used, they're $25. So I will also put that on the list, on our list that I send you guys. But this is, if you're wondering, these are the 111 shade and they come in these cute little cases as well. But there is a new line that we're bringing out. So that is why. But my tips with eyelashes are, first of all, make sure they like fit your eye right. They're not too long this way. And if they are, you can trim a little bit of those corners. These are so fine. A little bit of those corners off if you need to. I'm going to go with, these are going to fit me hopefully. So we're going to go with it, but you feel free to trim those a little bit and you can kind of line it up to your eye first and kind of see how that works. The next thing, and I think it's the most key part, is put the glue on and wait for them to almost dry and then apply them. Because if you apply them and they're super wet, the glue is gonna go all over and they're gonna be so hard to apply. This glue, these come in little tiny containers. I hope we don't discontinue these because I love these. And the caps go back on so you can use them multiple times, but the glue doesn't dry out on you before it's, like you'd have a huge tube and then it'd be dried out before you use it, right? So these are super nice, but this goes on white and when they're ready, it's gonna be like a light blue. So then you'll know when to put them on. So I'm gonna glue these up and then Kari, you can introduce yourself and then I'll pop these on.
Okay, sounds good. I'm Kari. I've been in the beauty industry for a long, long time, about 15 years now. Um, I went to hair school in Appleton, Wisconsin, Salon Professional Academy. I was one of the first classes. They were a brand new school at the time. Um, I kind of decided to take a break from doing hair back in 2007, 8, and just like focus on makeup because I have a very strong passion for makeup and I love to do hair too. So it's like a combined love that I share for the both of them. I am the owner of Ecstatic Beauty LLC. My studio is located within Lux Hair Studio on 20th Street in Oshkosh, right across the street from the post office. And I just started carrying motives in my shop, so I'm really excited. I'm kind of building my kit, and yeah, and of course I work with Jennie too. So
Yeah, she's one of my artists. So if you go to my Starstruck Artistry page, she does some beautiful work. You can see my bridal team and stuff, but it's super fun because well, you have a couple other independent stylists there too. So you do some bridal
yep,
stuff too.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. I do a lot of like freelance, just like on my own, bridal stuff too.
Mhm.
But Jennie definitely she hooks me up with that, so that's awesome.
That's cool. Bridal is my, it
Bridal's your jam.
is. I don't know how that started, but
No,
um,
me too. I feel like I never really, it's funny because back when I first started doing hair, I didn't like doing bridal hair. I
oh, really?
hated it actually. I absolutely hated it. I'm like, I don't want to do any bridal hair. I just want to do the makeup. And then recently I'm like, okay, I love it now. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just,
That's funny. Yeah, I jumped into bridal right away and I was like an apprentice doing bridal and they didn't know it, but I was like probably just a few months in and I would like jump in and do like the brides and everybody else who had been there for like 20 years didn't want to do them. So I was like, well, I'll do it.
I
And I
know.
figured it was something I could never mess up because worst case scenario, I go wash it out or take it down.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the coloring, that's a little bit of a bigger deal. So I think
yeah.
that's why I jumped in so quick. But makeup, I was always into it, but not super a ton. But I wanted to bring in another service in the salon and I didn't want to do nails or facials or anything. So I found makeup and doing the bridal makeup and then found motives
Mhm.
online actually, which was crazy. And yeah, so that's kind of how that started, I guess. But yeah, I don't really, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is. That's great. I
Okay,
know
so
people
I
are
have,
always intimidated by brides, but whatever.
I love it. It's fun.
Mhm.
So I have the glue on there and you probably can't see, it's like light bluish color. It's almost probably, this dries pretty darn quick, this brand. Um, but sometimes you have to let it sit for like a minute or so. This is a little new applicator I just got, but you can use the tweezers too. So I'm just gonna apply these. What I like to do is I can use my finger too, but this seems to work a little bit better. And I'm just gonna apply it more in the middle first and kind of then fill in let's see if I can do this on here, fill in the corners. So I just placed it on. If I can do this on the first try, I'm gonna be really proud of myself.
That's
This,
awesome.
what I found on myself, so I can put these on brides any day. I can put eyelashes on brides all the time. When I put lashes on myself, it's harder. So I feel you guys. But the key is to make sure they're dry and then I just kind of pinch the corners on the sides. So that's wasn't too bad, painless. So I'll pop in the other one. I have to say, I don't think I've ever done this on like a camera before, so we'll see if these go on as well. So if you get it in the middle first and I would use I don't know, it's easier to use a tweezer or something on myself just to kind of, so you don't get glue all over. And then you can just kind of tuck the edges in on the corner so you don't have to, I have to use my mirror here. And these I probably could have trimmed down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So I probably could have trimmed them down a little bit. They're a little long, but not too bad. So these are super natural. I am gonna go home and not do anything tonight.
Girl, I'm
And
telling you, yeah, you got to do
and
something.
all day I
I know.
I didn't have makeup on.
I know. So
Oh,
sick.
but yeah, so those are fun. But yeah, very natural. I do feel like lashes add a lot. And I just did somebody's makeup on over the weekend for a bridal party. And she's like, I don't wear any makeup, but I put lashes on every day. I was
Huh,
like, that's awesome. So yeah, I
it's
don't know. I
great.
think that's kind of it for me. Do you want to jump into yours?
Sure. Okay,
Maybe
I do have a question. I do have a question for you though, Jenny. Okay,
yeah.
how do I make myself big? So, because I might have to use my camera to like apply some stuff. Is there a way to do that? Because right now, like I'm like above you and you're like super big on here.
Click the speaker view in the top corner
Speaker view.
or the gallery view or
Oh yeah,
speaker.
yeah.
Did that do
Oh,
anything?
there. Now it's split screen.
Okay, so click it again.
Ah, shoot.
Did that help?
It's fine though. I think I'm good. I can.
You're bigger on mine, but
Am I okay? See, now right now we're the same size, but it's okay. I think I can. I can manage.
hold on,
So
let me see if I can. Now, okay, now try it.
let's see. Speaker view. Shit. No, didn't do it.
Oh, well,
That's fine. That's fine. I'll do it. I'll be able to. It's all good.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So I always start out with a base. That is the first rule of thumb. And I'll be honest, I use my fingers for that. I don't use a brush. I go right in with my finger.
Okay.
I don't suggest doing that if you're using someone else's makeup or whatever, but for me, I just go in with my finger. So,
I do it most of the time. I do use my finger, but I feel like my skin gets oily. If your eyelids aren't oily, then you don't have to worry about it.
right,
If
right,
they're more dry, but mine just get a little more oily, so I feel like I'm just
right.
adding mascara on my bottom lashes here, so I'm not
No,
doing
that's totally fine. I am going to use my mirror, guys, just because I'm having a really hard time seeing. So just, and my hat, of course, is like in my way, and my hair is disgusting. So just bear with me. So I'm just going to apply my base. Basically, you're going to apply it from the, from the brow. Brow. Now look at that. I just got base on my hat. I'm just a mess. Anyway, okay.
I switched to screen cam, so I now, or Vicky, whoever asked that, so now you're big, Kari, on their end, so they can see you better.
Okay, cool. That's all that matters. Okay, so
I didn't know I could do that. I'm new to technology, apparently.
I know I am too. I am too. So yeah, you're basically gonna apply it over the whole lid, basically all the way up, to the brow bone. And I even kind of get, to be honest, I sometimes put base underneath my eye too. I know that sounds really, really weird, but I sometimes do that just because I do some shadow work on the bottom. And I know it sounds really goofy, but sometimes I just take it like right along there because I will be putting some shadow like underneath my lash line, basically, my night look. You can do this for day two, but sometimes it's fun to kind of play with some color for nighttime. So I'm just going in there and blending it in. That looks good. And I do have this side. Let's see, just go in there.
So I've got a question. Any recommendations for setting spray that's great for sensitive skin? So Amy, I honestly, so the two I use are the Moda's 10 years younger or the No More Shine. If you're more oily, I would use the No More Shine 10 years younger. I personally have not had any issues with it with people that have sensitive skin. Most people find it good to use. So I would be careful and look at the ingredients if there's a certain ingredient you're allergic to maybe, but I've had really good luck with it with everybody. So sorry.
No, awesome. No, that's good. Okay, so I'm actually going to kind of show you guys first what color theme I'm going to go with, okay, before I dip into my shadows. So I'm really excited because I just got this yesterday, actually. I got the Gold Digger palette. And I am going to go in with this shade. Oh gosh, can you guys see that? I'm so sorry. With
It's
this
hard
shade.
to do it on the camera.
It is. Oh my God. So this shade, it's called Winning, and it's more of like a champagne. This one's more pinky. So I'm gonna go in with the champagne one.
Are those? I don't actually have that one. This is the Boss Babe, so it's one of the same ones in the line. Are the top ones matte and the bottom ones shimmer?
No, you know what? They're all shimmer.
Oh, cool.
The palette is shimmer. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
They're all shimmer. I mean, there's some that are a little bit more metallic-y looking, but they're all pretty much shimmer.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah, so it makes it kind of more fun. That's kind of why I'm like, hey, nighttime looks perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now I gotta order that one.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know. All of them are great. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like what Jenny was doing before. I'm gonna go in with a big brush to apply this color, okay? And this is gonna go, I'm gonna put this all over my lid, the whole lid, even up to my brow bone, because I feel like sometimes I do like a little bit of shimmer underneath my brow bone. You don't have to do that. Obviously, sometimes people like that more matte look, but with this palette, it is a little shimmer, more shimmery.
Yeah, and
So,
remember guys, you can use whatever colors. They can be matte colors, they can be shimmery. There's no like curiously, there's no rules to eyeshadow or what to wear. And I know there's questions on like what colors are good for certain eye colors and stuff. To be honest, I mean, just try it out and you'll be surprised at what looks good. And I really don't think there's anything that really doesn't complement any eyes, to be quite honest. Most colors do
mhm,
well, some better with different skin tones and stuff, but
right. Okay, so I just applied that shade Winning all over my brow, or all over my lid. I'm now gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with, let's see here, what do I wanna do? I think I'm just gonna keep it very like simple, but then add a pop of color at the end. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And this shade is called Slay, and it's
so it's
shimmery. What?
champagne or like a brownish a little
It's
bit.
like, yep,
Oh,
it's like a brown, like a brownish color. I know, is it, God, my lighting I feel like is horrible. Can you see that, Jenny?
yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put that all over. Now, I'm gonna do something kind of weird. I'm gonna use my finger, okay? Because I like when I want, you know, more drama, I like to like get in there and like literally like kind of tap my finger on my lid. So that's what I'm gonna do for this, just to really get in there and make it more pigmented. So you literally just want to kind of rub the top of the palette. And this is, I mean, this is really, I mean, you guys see it's really shimmery. It's really pretty. So I'm just gonna go in there and just apply it kind of like right on my lid area. And you can go and just apply it to the whole lid. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'm gonna
Perfect.
add a little bit more here just because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like using your finger, like the heat of your finger, like with your skin, it melts that color into the lid and you really get that drama. And like Jenny said, a really good tip, instead of like, brushing the color on, you just kind of use the brush and tap it. It makes the world of difference. So this.
Somebody said hopefully this view is working. I know when I talk, it probably puts me in the bigger view, but somebody asked about false lashes and if they stay all the time. Just watch what kind of glue you're using. They will last all day. I do recommend adding a little bit of extra glue on the outside corners on each side, so you know that those will stay. And then at the end of the night, you can just lightly peel them off.
Okay, so I am just finishing up going in on my lid, and I'm just really kind of trying to build that color on my lid. And I know it's really hard to see, but you can kind of see a little bit how it's just kind of all over my lid. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add the darker brown. And I am going to blend a little bit of gold, but I'm going to wait till the very end. So I like to use more of a, show you guys. When I do crease work, I like to use a brush that kind of looks like this. It's a little bit more dense because I can literally get in there and kind of like mold my shadow into where I want it. And then I blend out at the end with like a big, like fluffy brush, basically. And always too, like I'm really like big on, I try not to like have a lot of fallout, especially with darker colors. It's kind of frustrating sometimes. So you guys can always do, this is a trick that I learned a long time ago. I don't really use it anymore because I'm a weirdo. I typically do my eyes first and then I do my foundation last because of fallout. You know what I mean? It's just a little easier than you're not cleaning up and wiping away makeup and starting all over. But if you put, a tissue, if you hold the tissue like this and then work, it'll fall on the tissue. So that's a little tip. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to like coordinate your hands with, for starting, but it definitely helps with fallout. So I'm going to go in there and just kind of tap my brush off without a lot of product. You don't need a lot. And I'm literally going to go into that little hollow area right through there. And then we're gonna blend out with some gold and make it kind of more smoky. So I'm just gonna kind of take it, just create. And you can kind of, I mean, you can make this however you want. I mean, sometimes I like to wing out my eyeshadow and make it more of like a V almost, as weird as that sounds. But you can go in there and kind of see how it's kind of like starting to become like more of a V. You can do that, or you can just follow your natural eye shape too. There are no limits or rules to makeup, which is awesome.
Have you heard of I feel like it's a newer technique. It was new to me anyway. I think it was called the fox eye.
Ooh, no. What is
So
that?
I did it myself the other day with like more light neutral colors, but it's where then like your eyeshadow, you kind of wing it all upwards like you were saying, but it makes you have kind of eyes that'll kind of like look like, you almost look like the fox eyes.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's really cool. But
Huh.
I'm thinking about doing that today because I just learned that. But it kind of just shadows it all, but in an upward motion, so you keep moving it all up.
Yeah,
So it's a really cool look.
that is really cool.
I've not heard of it.
Have you, Jenny, have you seen the Rain on Me music video with Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga?
No.
Okay, so I don't know, like I know it's kind of weird, but I like the way their eyes look. It's that trend where like you're literally, maybe this is the same one you're talking about, but it's literally where they take the eyeliner and like make a crease with it.
Oh, like a cut crease.
Yes, but it's like really, it's like weird. Like it looked all like geometrical and stuff. It was super
Oh,
cool.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, it's
Well,
cool.
I'll have to look it up, you guys.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have my creases done. I'm sorry, this lighting is really bad, but hopefully you guys can kind of see that. Um, Now I'm gonna take, and I'll show you guys what color I used for the crease because I didn't get to do that. It's called Go Getter. So it's this like dark brown, but like I said, they all have shimmer in them. So it's, yeah, I like it.
I like that. I'm gonna have to get that now.
Yeah, because I mean, it is a little bit more matte than like some of these, but there's still a little bit of the shimmer, which I like. I think that's cool. Okay, so now I'm going to do some blending with Hustle. Hustle's this gold color right there. So I'm just going to kind of take it and just kind of use my fluffy brush, which looks like this, and just get some product on there. And then I'm just going to kind of take it like up and kind of over a little bit. You don't want to like wing it out too much, but just kind of like halfway, I would say like halfway like into your pupil like this. Just right through there. I like to kind of blend in some, it'll just make it look a little bit more smoky. It's kind of hard to, but yeah. And same thing with the other eye. Go in. And let's see. Okay. Now, what I like to do, and this is kind of what makes everything look a little bit more dramatic, I like to add a pop of color. Like, so something that like would almost freak you out to put on your lid, it looks really cool as like an accent color underneath. So this is the color I'm gonna go in with. I'm gonna go in with like this like kind of like, it's called Believe. So I'm gonna go in with that color underneath. And it's gonna make everything look like super cranberry, super fall. I think it'll be really pretty. So let's try that. And what I like to do with that is literally like under here is where I'm gonna take it. Like right through here.
What kind of brush are
I,
you using for that?
what's up? Oh, kind of brush. It is, I don't even know what brand this is. Moda Pro. I think it's from like Cosmoprof or something, but
Like a
it's just,
detailing
it's,
brush, probably?
yeah, it's little. So
Okay.
you can kind of get in there and like, you know. So same with this eye. Just gonna take it and make other under eyeshadow. So see how that kind of like, it just kind of smokes everything out. Now I'm not done, but you can kind of see the gist of what I'm doing. And then another thing you can always do too is you can add some more of that winning color that I put all over my lid, and you can put that right in the corner of your eye. So like right in there to kind of make everything pop open. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of put that right through there just to kind of make everything pop. Perfect. So you can kind of see how it kind of just brightened everything up a little bit. For this very last part of the shadow, I'm going to take that Go Getter, which is that dark brown I used in my crease. I'm going to take it and I'm going to kind of connect, like, see how this right here is open? I'm going to kind of connect that. So you're just going to take it and go in like that and just kind of smoke that out and connect that. And that will really make it look like that nice V.
So you're just connecting it with the upper shadow?
Yes. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
See, I'm learning things too.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like it's kind of a nice little, it just kind of like adds a little bit more, like more of a smoky, you know, smoky effect to it without having to get, because sometimes people get really intimidated with like how dark things are. You know, people think, oh, smoky eye, kind of like what you said, it has to be dark. You know, it doesn't have to be dark. But just like that little pop of that cranberry color can really like almost make your eyes pop more, I feel like. So, okay, so now I'm gonna go in with liner. I'm gonna do liquid liner. And I know this is probably gonna be really weird on camera, but I'm gonna use the Motives Lux Precision Eyeline. So it looks like that. And this is what it looks like when you open it. It's like this. It looks like a little marker. I love this liner.
That
And
for, I think it was Kim or, I don't know, Kim or Vicky, one of you guys asked about the eyeliner not smudging. That will not smudge.
this will stay in place. This is good stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
just let it dry. But once it dries, it will not go anywhere.
It will not budge. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so Jenny, this is the hardest part for me because I really don't know how to teach how to do a smoky eye, or I mean, wing liner. I can do it on myself, but like to like really like teach you guys is very, very challenging for me. I mean, honestly, the best advice I can give you is to really learn your eye shape. I typically do wing liner with my eyes closed. So it's like one of those practice makes perfect things. You know what I mean? The one thing I can tell you guys, I mean, if it helps, you could always make like a, you know, like a V, like start like this, like work your way like up and then like kind of like make a triangle. You know what I mean? And then fill it in. You could do that. But I feel like everyone has their own little ways of doing it.
Especially with conquering the liquid eyeliner on the top, like the wing eyeliner.
Yeah.
During quarantine, it was something that I wanted to be better at. So I did it
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah.
home by myself because I didn't care how it was going to look. So I
Yeah.
just kept doing it and tried different looks with
Yeah.
it. So I would recommend that when you aren't going to go somewhere, try it out. Otherwise, take it off and redo it. You know, that it's makeup. It can be washed off.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can redo it. But with the top, I guess too, with what I've had good luck with is making very small strokes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Some
you could do
people like
that
to go
too.
longer, but personally, and I mean, it's everybody's different, but, and if I usually start kind of in the middle and work my way out and then fill in the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do
But
too. Yeah, another thing that's kind of goofy, but it does work for some people, you could do the tape trick where you literally tape your like tape, put a piece of tape like right here and then like use that as your guide. It's so weird, but it
perfect line.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's really weird, but it
Or
works
I've
for
seen a
people.
spoon,
A what?
spoon,
A spoon?
where people put a spoon there and
Well,
like,
that's cool.
I don't
You
know
could
if
use a spoon for like cooling your eyes too, like for depuffing.
I don't know
That's
if
so
that's good,
funny.
guys. You probably don't want to try that.
Yeah,
But
you don't want to do that. That's so
the
funny.
tape though, I've actually done, and yes, it does.
It does work. It helps. So maybe try that. But really, I mean, it's kind of like just going in there and getting it on.
And start
Um,
very little and fine, and you can always make it bigger.
right. See, kind of like what Jenny said, I'm doing strokes. I know it's really hard for you guys to see
No,
this.
we can see. I can see good. I think people.
Okay. And see
I,
how like,
I can't do like that. That's really good.
well,
I
thanks,
feel like
my
mine
dear.
will take me a long time to do.
See, now that's kind of dramatic. That's a pretty dramatic
I like that.
line. Um, yeah, that's kind of heavy, but I mean, obviously you guys don't have that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's pretty dramatic, guys, but I pretty much did that with my eyes closed, and it's basically just like feeling your eye shape, because that was my biggest thing. I'm like, how am I going to learn how to do this? And it was mainly just closing my eyes and just like literally like, even if you take like a Q-tip and just kind of like pretend you're doing it on your lid, and then, working your way up, you could do that too.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. But same with this, like I'm doing strokes and then I'm kind of going up. But it's definitely one of those things where you practice.
I feel like a good starting point would be to use. I can't talk. Eyeshadow on the top like that, and you can practice making those motions. But the eyeshadow is going to be more of that smudgy look. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you
Right,
can kind of get that winged look. But
right.
it can be more smudgy. It doesn't have to look perfect with the eyeshadow. For that smoky eye. So start there and see with usually the felt tip brushes, the liquid, they're going to be they're going to stay on, and you usually have to work pretty quickly because it'll
Yes.
really quick.
Yeah, because the liquid liner will dry very quickly. Because see right now, like I can tell like I'm a little heavy-handed right through there. I mean, this is probably more dramatic than I mean, I have done it like this, but nowadays I'm not as crazy as I used to be. So another thing that you can do, which really has helped me, this is like the biggest tip I can think of, is take a Q-tip and take it and dip it in makeup remover and literally take it and like you can like kind of manipulate that line, if that makes sense. So basically, like if you get too chunky, you can take it and just kind of flick it up and it'll make it look really sharp, if that makes sense.
That's a good idea. Sorry, I'm just adding eyeshadow underneath.
No,
But
you're
there's
great. No,
like
that's good. Yeah, go for it. It makes a difference. It opens everything up, I feel like.
yeah.
So
I meant to do it, but I just didn't do it, I guess.
yeah, no, it's good. Um, but yeah, and I'm trying to think. And the other thing, I mean, obviously I would add would be lashes, but I'm not going to put any on because I have them. I have extensions on, and it's not fun trying to remove glue from the extensions. It's not good. Another thing you can do too, if you want to get really, really funky, is you can use liner on the bottom. Like you can fill in your waterline with liner. You could do a different color liner for pops of, like I used to be super rainbow crazy chick back in the day, and I used to do like blues and purples and pinks and oranges, and you can pretty much do whatever you want with liner. Oh, another thing too, I got this too. This is a glitter liner. So if you really wanted to like, like New Year's Eve or, a wedding or whatever, you could take some of that
Can you put it on the black to see how
and
it
you
looks?
put it on the black. Yeah. So what you do, and it's actually very pretty. It actually shows up really well in the black, I think.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So
I think
yeah,
that
you
comes
could,
in silver and gold.
huh?
I think it comes in silver and gold.
So I didn't see that on there.
Oh, maybe it's just that one then. I thought it was.
I just saw this one and then I saw like a really cool electric blue that I'm gonna get. It's super pretty.
Okay, so there's two, well, maybe there's only one blue, but there's a couple blues that they had that were literally like liquid and they were like bright. Those are my
Yeah,
favorite liners.
they're so
They're so
pretty.
fun. And every time I wear them, somebody comments about my blue eyeliner. And they came out with those probably like a couple years ago. And I was like, when they came out, I was like, blue eyeliner, like it reminds me of
Yeah.
that use, you know, but
Yeah.
I use it all the time. I love it. Because
Yeah.
I
I
can
love it.
I can like just literally put that on and I look like I have a full makeup look and I didn't do anything
Right.
besides an eyeliner, you know, and
Right.
maybe mascara and lips and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, I love blue eyeliner. I love purple too. And that's another thing, guys, too, like, play with your eye color. Like I always say that like people with brown eyes look beautiful with blue. I think it makes them look so golden and so pretty. And if you have green eyes, purple. Purple is beautiful with green. It just makes everything pop a lot. Um, yeah,
What
it's
about
fun.
blue eyes?
Blue eyes, gold,
Yeah.
golds and browns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's valid, I guess.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I think you could do blue too for blue eyes. I think that would be really pretty too, but there's something about brown eyes with blue. It's so pretty. Like I remember I used to work at Mac, the girl, and she had like these like beautiful brown doe eyes and she used to wear like this like beautiful royal blue eyeliner. I'm like, "Oh my God, your eyes look like heaven right now." It's just crazy. So,
Fun. Well, perfect.
yeah. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. And like I said, my liner job is a little heavy, so just disregard that. But you practice makes perfect. I always say, just
Yes,
keep
I'm
on
just going to
practicing.
comment quick, you guys, to see if there's anything we missed.
Yeah, if you have any more
If you have
questions,
any other questions, feel free to put them in. I'm going to check over this. But yeah, these are some fun looks. And you guys, this is just the first one we've done. I thought it would be fun. But I'd love to do more. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to message me and we can do anything. It could be, this is kind of fun. Next time
I
we'll do
love
like
it.
a happy hour one.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Oh, Mary asked if did I try the new sticks yet? And I'm guessing she's talking about the foundation sticks. I got them in the mail today. I will show you guys quick. These are new, brand new. They just came out, but they're foundation sticks. And I put them on today. This is my other pack, but they are so nice.
That's awesome.
They're awesome. So you can buy them in bundles or by themselves. And I'm excited to use these and try them out. And the
What
pack,
kind of coverage, Jenny, do those give?
it's pretty full coverage.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's cool.
It's a flawless face stick, so it's kind of like that nice soft look.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty full. I mean, they're nice. They're nice. You
Yeah.
can go with them like cream contour or highlight. When you buy the bundles, you can actually go to whoever invited you to this, or you can go to one of our sites and there's actually a quiz that you can take that it asks you a bunch of questions. And I took it to find out which match I was, and they were pretty right on. So I got the bundle that they recommended, and I got that one, and then I got another shade lighter just in case. But the one that they recommended was definitely the one that I would probably that matched the best. It was perfect. So the quiz was awesome and really easy to use. So that's awesome. Let me just look here. Great tips. Oh, you guys are awesome. Awesome. So yeah, check out those foundation. We're not talking about foundation, but those are foundation sticks are great. I think I got everybody's questions. Well, thank you guys. I also will put our social media handles here so you guys can follow us. Hopefully I spelled yours right. Double check that. But
You sure did.
Facebook, Instagram, you guys can follow us. Check it out. We'll be doing more of these. We'll post different things on both pages. If you're in the area, check us out. I recommend, I send a lot of clients to Kari for hair. I do hair as well, but I'm kind of not taking new clients for that. So I send her and she does a lot with extensions and really fun, bright, cool colors. Like you guys need to check out.
I love fashion colors, guys. It is my jam. It is my
They
jam.
are so fun. She does such cool colors. Yeah, so check her out. And it was so fun to have you guys all on. It was a great turnout. Thank you so much for staying on.
You guys, yeah, this
We'll
was really fun.
Everybody, and send a list of everything we use, so then you guys can know exactly what it is, and if you want to check it out and purchase it, you definitely can. So I will send that all out via email so you guys can watch for that either tonight, or if I'm really eager, or tomorrow, morning possibly. I'll get up early. So I will send those your way. But thank you guys so much. It was so much fun. Thank you, Kari, for joining.
Yes, you're welcome, hon. Sorry I was a little late, but I'm glad I could make it.
It was awesome. It was perfect timing.
Yeah, it worked out good. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Have a
Okay,
wonderful
thanks.
night.
Bye, guys.